Good morning, Thomas. Thomas is having his breakfast, and then you can see over here, it's still happening. It's Saturday, and I don't normally vlog on the weekends, but I thought it's been a while since I vlogged with Thomas, so we're gonna do that today. No, I didn't shave my head. There is a bun happening. Should I be vlogging this far away? This is my hoodie today. This is a Hustle Harder a la Lily Singh. I got it from Ardennes. I'm gonna go change my laundry over. Anyone else feel like so accomplished if they start their laundry before 7 a.m.? Like, ooh, this bed was made, 4 hours ago. And then someone's been in my bed. It's actually really nice this morning as I was doing yoga here. Thomas was up there watching Elmo, and then he just like came and sat on me. It was really cute. I love like chill mornings together. I don't love the 4 a.m. obviously, but it's nice that we don't have to rush off anywhere. Like it's 10:15 and we'll probably leave the house in the next half an hour. I try and get out. Like days like today, we have nothing planned until like probably 4:30. I still try to get out with him. So we're gonna go run some errands, and there's a Christmas market. And like I said, I already have laundry on. We've already got second load in. That just feels like a good self high five moment on a Saturday. It's actually fitting. I wanted to talk to you about something today. So it's fitting that I'm wearing this Hustle Harder sweatshirt. I'm starting to get like a real aversion to the whole hustle mentality. Like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate hard work and I think that it's important, and obviously I like to work really hard, but what I'm concerned about is that there's so much hustling that then no one is taking care of themselves, or they're hustling for the wrong reasons. So it's different if you have like a project or a goal or a purpose and you need to get stuff done. Again, don't get me wrong, you know me, she's a busy gal, but I've really been taking stock in the last probably 6 months about better time management and better time blocking, so that when I am working, I feel so much more productive, but then I do have time to rest and spend time with Thomas. Like, there used to definitely be weekends where I felt like I still had to work all weekend, and then it was really stressful because then I, you know, felt like I wasn't doing enough with him. And what kind of tipped me that I wanted to talk to you about it today is I'm like, there's been so many memes of like, oh, there's only 2 months left of this decade. Like, what are you gonna do with it? It's like, I am gonna take care of myself and love myself and relax. Like, I understand that there is like something good about having a deadline and having goals and being pushed, but I just worry, like, at what point are we pushing ourselves too hard, and what is the purpose? Like, why do you want to do what you want to do? That is the big thing. Like, I always say, like, keep your why close by. And if your why is that you feel inadequate on Instagram, or you feel inadequate because of your peers, or you're stressed out, that's not a good enough why. If it's like, I have this goal and I really want to do well and I want to help my family and X, Y, and Z, that's really great. But I guess I'm just trying to say, if you're hustling harder, you're feeling really stressed out that you have to get stuff done, or you're comparing yourself too much to other people, try to be super mindful of that. Like, get off of social media, unfollow the people who are making you not feel great about yourself. And just think, when you're hustling really hard, why are you doing it? And are you even enjoying it? Like, this hustle harder is great if it's like your purpose and your passion and you're happy and you're excited. But what I have found, and I know some of my friends have found too, is like your body will tell you when you're hustling too hard. It's like, you know, when I had plantar fasciitis for a couple years, and when my back's really sore, there's been a couple times this year where I like literally couldn't turn my neck. And I was like, okay, it's time to have some down days. And hopefully you don't get to that point. So try to just really check in with why you're hustling and if you're even enjoying it. Like, life's not a sprint, it's a marathon is the big motto here in our group. And I want you to be enjoying that marathon. Not saying it's always gonna be easy. Like, yeah, it's gonna be tough and you're gonna have to work hard and you're gonna have to do things and you're gonna have to persevere. Trust me, that's how I'm feeling right now. But always checking in with like, am I enjoying this? And if I'm not enjoying it, like, why am I doing this? Okay, there is a purpose. I know, like, people have been asking me how I've been in the last couple of weeks, and I say, like, current Mare is pretty overwhelmed, but future Mare, she is thrilled that current Mare worked hard and figured all these things out. Like, a lot of the book publishing and a lot of other projects that I have in the works that I'm excited to tell you about, it's all self-made, it's all self-done, it's all just me. So I know, like, my future self will be thankful. You know, there's that quote that's like, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Well, your future self may say thank you for resting. Like, that's also good too. So I've been trying to have a good balance of like being present and resting and reading and relaxing, but then when I work, I'm so much more productive. A great book that I just read, it's called Essentialism. I have no idea who it's by. Let me see if I can find it. So it's called Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less, and it's by Greg McKeown. I'll link it down below. And it was suggested by Chelsea Handler, and I really liked it. I think that's been very helpful to me. So it's basically like, you do less things, but you get more done. And that's been great for me, like really stopping doing things that are unnecessary or make work projects, or finding ways to do them faster and better and more efficiently. Like, I would like to go back to be able to watch my Netflix. I really miss being able to just like relax and watch Netflix. So that's a goal for me this winter, is like binging shows and having some downtime, as well as like launching a book and launching all these other things, and, you know, meeting you and doing a book tour. And I'm like very close to finalizing an appearance in the States in the spring. All these things. Like, I'm not saying I'm trying to rein in my career. If anything, it's propelling quickly and wonderfully, but at the same time, hustling with purpose and hustling because it's good for me and not because that's what I'm seeing other people do. That was a big rant. I hope it helped you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and how we can maybe help each other be just as productive or even more productive by doing less things. Anyways, that book was really helpful, and you'll probably see me talk more about that kind of stuff to come, because it's been really impactful for me. So on that note, I'm gonna go see what Thomas is up to, and we're gonna leave the house. That's the plan now, so come along with us. I'm very fluorescent. Maybe just like look at Thomas. There you go. We just went and got a mailbox, which is most exciting. I used to use the return address when I shipped merch or some of you very nicely would send me little packages in the mail, which you absolutely do not have to. But I used to use the radio station's address, and now that I am no longer there, I needed a new option. So we just went and got ourselves a super official, very exciting postal box. So I'll always put the address in the info bar below. Again, you don't have to send me things, but if you would like to, we now have an official Redhead Mare mailbox, which feels very exciting and very inexpensive. That's a big tick mark today. I'm listening to You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I haven't listened to it once this year, and that is a book that I definitely read at least once, if not twice a year, so that's what we've been enjoying today. Do you have a book that you read every year or you listen to every year? I'd be curious to know if I'm the only one. Comment down below, and I'd like to know which book that is, because, I mean, if you read it every year, maybe I'll have to check it out. Which ones do you want? You pick. Very specific, very difficult choice. Which one are we going for? The rice crackers? Okay, good nodding. Okay, put them in the cart. Go for it, in here. Apologize that there was no warning for that Christmas content. Yes, indeed-o, it is November 2nd as I'm filming this. I wasn't ready for that Christmas content either. I didn't buy anything because I was like, it is too early. I don't know. Anywho, so now I'm home and I have a bunch of like squash and this one, which I've never used before, and some beets that I got at the farmer's market that I need to roast. You know how if you have veg that's getting a little bit like wilted, a stir fry is a good option for that. I find that roasting veg in the fall is another kind of good fix-all for that. Totally thought I had my snack in my teeth. Do not. So what I do is I just cut it up haphazardly, a little bit of olive oil, whatever spices I have, like oregano and garlic salt and pepper, basically whatever. Throw it in a little, I mash it together in a bowl, not mash, mix it, and then just put it in the oven until it's soft. And then that's just another kind of nice addition for weekly salads. I like to have a bunch of options in the fridge, veggie wise, because this is not something that I would do just for dinner. Like, I like to have it all in one, and then I'll just eat at it during the week. So that's what I'm about to do. Cue the time lapse. It's funny to me that I ended the day as I started it, putting away that laundry, but I'm very proud. Not only did I do 2 loads of laundry and put it away in the same day, which is unheard of in this house. I also ran the dishwasher and emptied it on the same day. Again, another self high five. That never happens in this house. Now I'm laying in bed at 8:36 and I'm gonna watch The Good Place. I'm rewatching seasons 1 and 2 before I watch season 3 that was just added to Netflix. What are you watching on Netflix? Nothing scary, nothing sad, but I'm looking for some new shows. Because if not, I'm just gonna go back and watch Friends. That's like my go-to. I'm like trying to get better. Also, what do you watch on Amazon Prime? Because I pay for that and I never use it. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Lace up, subscribe, become a marathoner, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be my book title and cover reveal. Have a good one.